Sameer, 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 Sameer,
Six.
You know where Sameer is, no? Sameer, 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 Sameer कहाँ है? Sameer is at the Intel event, and why are you speaking in Hindi?
Okay, so that was very interesting, Devika, but I think I have a look into the future. Intel here is showing off what the all-in-one computer in your house could be just a few years from now, and I have with me Rohit, who's going to tell us everything this all-in-one can do. So Rohit, tell me everything you have on show today here.
So here we have a portable all-in-one system, an exciting new form factor that will change the way you think about computing or a computer. So this device comes here with a 4 to 6 hours battery life. You can take it anywhere in your house. It brings the family back together onto the living room. You can use it as a gaming device, as a media device. One of the top usages about this form factor is you can have wirelessly, you can have video calls right from your kitchen countertop. Coming to the capabilities of the system, this comes with a Intel 5th generation core processor. It's around 10 pounds in weight and 20 mm in thickness. This has a complete 23.6 mm IPS display which gives you crystal sharp images. Plus it's got dual stylus, so two people can simultaneously walk on this. This basically is a complete computing experience. You can duplicate or mirror your display, you can extend it, you can clone it, or you can just have the display only onto the second screen, not on here.
So Intel has shown off what the future of all-in-one can be in your house. But this isn't the only device that they're showcasing here today. There is a little gadget that can help you monitor your health, and that's coming up next. So after that fabulous all-in-one, which could probably be the future of the computer in your house, Intel is also showing us some healthcare applications that you can have very soon in the future, I hope. And I have with me Ashwini, who's the Director of New Business Development at Intel, and he's going to give us a brief explanation of everything they're showing out here. So what is this device and what all can it do?
So there are 100 million people in India who are either affected by diabetes and cardio diseases, and we are generally labeled as lifestyle disease capital of the world, right? So we are coming out with this reference design, which is a personal healthcare reference design. It's an end-to-end solution consisting of this device, mobile applications, and also the cloud backend through which a patient at home can measure several things that I'll explain in a minute, and can get a consultancy anywhere, anytime. So the unique part of this device, which is what consumer uses along with a application on his mobile phone, is that it allows you to take 12-lead ECG at the convenience of your home. And you don't need to have wires. Typically, all the ECG devices have these leads that are hanging out. So you touch this device at several points in your body as instructed by the mobile application and measure your 12-lead ECG. That can be looked at by a qualified doctor at a remote location, and he can find out if there is any problem that requires detail. Similar way in this device, another thing is it has a slot for you to measure blood glucose, right? It also has a pedometer built in. So all three things in one pocketable form that you can carry along with you. If you are using ECG and if you are using it for blood glucose monitoring, it can run for weeks at a single charge, right? If you are using activity monitoring, then you'll have to do it probably on a daily basis, given the fact that you're continuously measuring the activity monitoring. This product is actually already announced by one of our OEMs in the market in India. So this is really not something that you need to wait on, and it's going to be available very, very short.
So after getting a really bad ECG report, I think I'm going to go and have some fun in games now. I have Tirth here, who's going to talk about some technologies that Intel is showing off, which is related to a camera and interacting with objects on the television.
We Yeah, so there we have a couple of things. We have RealSense camera. So this is the RealSense technology that Intel has come up with. It does a lot of things. There are a lot of use cases that Intel, wants to focus on. And right now it comes with a camera that's been designed by Intel and made by Creative, which has a depth sensing and also has an array of microphones. So it identifies your gestures, it identifies your fingers, it identifies the facial expressions, and it does emotion tracking as well. So game playing, storytelling, and background segmentation all becomes much more interactive.
So what are the kind of, now the one application we saw here was just a game where we interact with music,
Right.
we can raise the tempo, reduce the tempo, it recognizes gestures. Are there limited gestures that it can recognize, or will this be pre-programmed by a programmer?
As long as the applications are concerned, it all depends on what the programmer can do. But from an Intel standpoint, we give a variety of gestures. And as long as gestures are concerned, it all, it's about the creativity of the developer. But from a software development kit standpoint, there's a wide variety of possibilities that Intel provides.
Can you also talk about the camera? What technology goes into the camera? Is it something like Microsoft's Kinect? And how is that?
Yeah, Microsoft Kinect is a different device in terms of its range, its focus area. What Intel has done with this camera is we want to encourage vicinity-based interactions. So when this comes integrated as a part of the next generation Ultrabooks, it's about how well we can interact with the machine that we have.
So we've been looking at Minority Report style controlling your computer ever since the movie came out. How close are we to seeing this on a computer in the future? When can we see this being implemented on a laptop that I buy from the
Right away. As soon as the platform is ready, we want the developers to be, very excited and develop many more, such applications like Minority Report or even beyond that.
Another question was the second demo you showed us was about the recognition of emoticons.
Correct.
Now, that seemed to be not very prepared. It's more like an alpha demo that you had. What is the purpose of having such a demo of recognizing facial emotions and
Right.
expressions?
There are a lot of applications. How wonderful it would be if you are in a classroom, because these days online classrooms are picking up big time. Even in corporations, the virtual trainings are really going up. So if you know what are the emotions of someone else going through your training, that really helps. On top of it, there are a lot of manless systems that are gaining pace these days, where you can just speak and place orders, or you can speak and pay your taxes. At those times, if the system is annoying a user, it can send a feedback that the user is not really enjoying it. So instead of really having the user to give you feedback, this could be a great feedback mechanism as well.
So what you're saying is in the future I could be able to go to an ATM machine, and if the interface is frustrating, the camera will recognize that.
The camera will recognize,
and give the feedback to
Yes.
the bank and stuff
Yes.
like that.
And
Okay.
the otherwise as well, if you're really happy, it would know that you're happy.